Manchester United and Liverpool ended in a draw. It was a bit of a tactical battle with moments of brilliance, but there was a little bit more to it. Manchester United actually showed up wanting to play in terms of the players. They actually gave it their all. Sometimes they would retreat into a back five to try and cover being exposed with that Liverpool counter attack. But for the most part, I would say that Bruno Fernandes made a big difference. He put in a lot of work this game, actually moving out of position several times to cover, I feel like, both sides of the pitch. So he was all over the place, but in a good way. And obviously they still had a bit of, in the first half, they still had a bit of their defensive worries. It felt like Liverpool was kind of slicing through them very early on. I want to say the first 20-30 minutes of the match felt like Liverpool really had them on their back heels. And then as they started to kind of get into it, the confidence built, they started getting more rhythm. United took the lead through a brilliant strike from Lisandro Martinez early in the second half. Liverpool responded quickly with Cody Gakpo leveling the score before Mohamed Salah's penalty gave Liverpool a temporary lead. Just when it looked like United might collapse, Amad Diallo came up with an equalizer after capitalizing on a well-worked counter-attack. It was actually a really great equalizer. I mean, you could feel the energy in the stadium. The Man United fans who had traveled to the game were like literally almost rushed the pitch if they could have. They were hugging the players that came up to the barrier. The energy was really intense, and it felt really, really good. Throughout the game, both sides had their moments of dominance. It kind of felt like a seesaw in regards to the match. It was just swinging back and forth. Like United would go on the attack, and then Liverpool would immediately counter when they got a chance. So it was one of those classic high stakes encounters. If you're not a fan of both teams like I am, felt like you could appreciate both sides of it and seeing what would happen. Ruben Amorim's decision to bench players Casemiro and Eriksen was a bold one, but it was really, 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 really worked out well. He injected fresh energy in the midfield with Ugarte and Mainu, which feels like it paid off in the match. So this match, again, wasn't about tactics. It was about moments. United side standout performances came from Lisandro Martinez, Harry Maguire, and Manuel Ugarte. Maguire in particular showed resilience, holding the defensive line well in key moments. He also had that late chance on goal that he missed because the pass from Xerxes wasn't the best pass. It was, he did the best that he could with it. And you could see a lot of the United players in the back line collapse when Maguire misses it because they could have left with 3 points. For Liverpool, obviously Gakpo and Salah got on the score sheet. Trent Alexander-Arnold really struggling off the ball, really disrupted Liverpool's rhythm. You could see that in Virgil van Dijk's face. He looked like the most frustrated that I've ever seen him. So looking at United's approach and possession, it was clear that they had correctly identified Liverpool's right flank as the weak point. Most of their attacking play was funneled down that side. This result should give them confidence, but they'll need to be more consistent if they want to turn this season around. Overall, this was less of a match of a tactical mastery and more about seizing moments. United show heart and grit, something that we haven't seen enough this season.